morning students. Today we will learn tenses. So tense tells about the time of action in a sentence. The entire English grammar depend upon the tense, and major we use tense in spoken English. The entire communication of English depends upon the tense. As much tense as you get, you will master the tense. Then only you can speak English fluently. First, there are three tenses in English. They are present tense, and the second one past tense, and third one future tense. So present tense, past tense, future tense. Like that, there are three tenses. Each tense has four times. In present tense we have four times, and in past tense we have four times, and in future tense we have four times. Totally there are 12 tenses. So based on the time we divide 12 tenses. The four tenses in present tense are simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. In the same way, in simple past tense we have four times. They are simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. In the same way, in future tense also we have four times. They are simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Now let us see simple present. What is simple present? So simple present is the first time in present tense. Present tense we have seen the four times. In four times, the first one is simple present. We use this tense to tell regular actions, habitual actions, truths, and general actions. So we use this tense to tell regular actions, and the second one habitual actions, and the third one truths, and the last one general actions. So we use this tense to tell regular actions, habitual actions, truths, and general actions. Now let us see what is regular action. Regular action, generally we are under the opinion that a regular action must be done every day. It's not every day, and it should not be done in every day. So regular action means a regular action with regular intervals. The regular action with regular intervals. It means that the gap between the actions should be the same. For example, Sita goes to temple every Friday. You see this example. Sita goes to temple every Friday. For example, imagine today is Friday. Imagine yourself that today is Friday. Today Sita goes to temple, and again when will she go? Again she will go on Friday. And previously when did she go? On Friday. So here Friday to Friday, Friday to Friday. So the gap between the actions is same. So this action will be done once in a week. Though we say it in simple present tense. I go to college daily. నేను ప్రతిరోజు కాలేజీకి వెళ్తాను అని చెప్పి. సో ఈ విధంగా we say the actions which were done in simple present tense. And we write annual exams in every March. The old man goes for a walk every evening. Like that, regular actions will be there. And then habitual actions. Habitual actions means the habits which we have to say in simple present tense. Whether the habits are good habits, whether the habits are bad habits. For example, I take tea. It's a bad habit. Though we have to say it in simple present tense. She gets up at 5 o'clock early in the morning. It is her habit. So we have to say it in simple present tense. And you see the same example, just by changing the time it will become bad habit. She goes to temple. She gets up at 8 o'clock early in the morning. early in the morning. So getting 5 o'clock early in the morning is a good habit. Getting 8 o'clock early in the morning is bad habit. So whatever may be the habit, whether it is good or bad, we have to say them in simple present tense. And then the last one, truths. So we use simple present tense to tell truths. We divide truths into two types. Those are universal truths and general truths. Universal truths and general truths. What is universal truth? What is universal truth? Universal truth means we call them in Telugu. తెలుగులో వీటిని నిత్య సత్యాలు లేదా నగ్న సత్యాలు అని చెప్పి అంటారు. సో యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్ అంటే దీస్ యాక్షన్స్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి చేంజ్డ్ యాజ్ పర్ ద టైమ్ కండిషన్ అండ్ ప్లేస్. దీస్ యాక్షన్స్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి చేంజ్డ్ యాజ్ పర్ ద టైమ్ కండిషన్ అండ్ place. For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. You see this example. You know, if you see this example, the sun rises in the east is universal truth. The action will not be changed as per the time, condition, and place. There is no change in this action. The sun rises every day, in every place, in every action. సూర్యుడు తూర్పున ఉదయిస్తాడు. దేశాన్ని బట్టి మారదు, కాలాన్ని బట్టి మారదు, పరిస్థితిని బట్టి మారదు. దేశాన్ని బట్టి, కాలాన్ని బట్టి, పరిస్థితిని బట్టి మారకుండా ఉంటే దాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్ అని చెప్పి అంటాం. ఇప్పుడు దేశాన్ని బట్టి అన్నాం. యు టేక్ అబౌట్ ద సన్. ద సన్ రైజెస్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ పాకిస్తాన్ ఆల్సో, ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఆల్సో. హి రైజెస్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ పాకిస్తాన్ ఈస్ట్, ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఆల్సో ఈస్ట్ itself. Wherever the sun rises, that place is called east. And water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. So these actions will not change. Birds fly in the sky. So these are called universal truths. And general truths are there. What is general truth? General truth means there sometimes this may be, there always it may not be true. For example, tigers live in the forest. Tigers live in the forest. పులులు ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? అడవుల్లో నివసిస్తాయి అని చెప్పి చెప్తుంది. అడవులు అంటే ఎప్పుడు అడవుల్లోనే ఉంటాయా? బయటకు వచ్చి చచ్చిపోతాయి? ఏం చనిపో. సో మనం పెంచుకుంటే ఇంట్లో కూడా పెరుగుతాయి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి పెంచుకుంటే. సో ఐ థింక్ వీ సీ ఇన్ నేషనల్ జియోగ్రఫిక్ ఛానల్ ద టైగర్స్ లివింగ్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద హౌసెస్. సో లైక్ దట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఆల్వేస్ ట్రూ. జనరల్లీ వేర్ ద టైగర్స్ లివ్, ద టైగర్స్ లివ్ ఇన్ ద ఫారెస్ట్. And then written, my mother cooks food for us. My mother cooks food for us. So generally, who will cook in the house? Mother will cook. It's not universal. Only there is no law like that. Only mother should cook like that. So if your mother is powerful, your father also will cook. So like that, these are called general truths. And then general actions. General action is the things which we do generally. Example, she walks slowly. She walks slowly. She walks slowly. So like that, general, these are all general nature. These actions also. Sugar tastes sweet. She sits in the first bench. So this type of actions will be told in simple present tense. So the structure of simple present tense. The structure of simple present tense. Structure. So subject plus first form of a verb plus other words. So in simple present tense we get first form of a verb itself, only V1, that is called the present form, the base form of a verb we will get in simple present tense. So note, if you see the examples you will find the difference. Here we added yes, here we added yes, but tigers there is no yes here. The difference it is because if the subject is third person singular, then we have to add yes or es to the first form of a verb. Subject is third person singular. It means singular noun, he, she, it. If we get them as subjects in simple present tense, then we have to add s or es to the first form of a verb. So this is about simple present tense. I think you may have understood simple present tense better, and you have to practice some examples. Okay, thank you very much. This is Mallikarjun from Women's Degree College, Nalgonda. Thank you.